What's going on, everybody in YouTube world? I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. This video is not really got any subject matter, it's just me rambling on because I'm just going to the shops to pick up some odds and ends on what is actually a beautiful near 80-degree day just after Valentine's Day. So I'm just having a bit of a ramble and a couple of shout outs. If I see anything interesting, I'll certainly point it out and have a chinwag about that. But in the meantime, it's just me, you, the road, and whatever pops into my head. Cue the intro. Now, at the recording of this video, I found I've got about 600 subscribers. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the 1,000 that's needed to get past like the restrictions on YouTube for the monetization, but you know, it doesn't even matter because, to be honest with you, what was it worth, you know, a gallon of gas here and there? I mean, the last payment they made to me was for about $126, which is great. You know, like I said, it filled up my tank a few times and Shay's tank and treated us to like a couple of lunches and all that. So, you know, I appreciate that, and you know, some things you just can't take for granted. I'm not planning on taking this one for granted either, but it brings me to like another subject. A gentleman in England, Uncle Red Devil, what a diamond, what an absolute gentleman. I really appreciate this. A couple of months ago, well no, about a month ago, I only found out this by accident, but a month or two ago, like I'm just scanning through like the YouTube and I've come across his channel, and you know, I'd already put out like an appeal to say, hey, look, you know, if there's anyone who's got something they want to subscribe to, then try subscribe to my channel. You know, I don't do anything outlandish. I'm not a drama queen. I don't go screaming and shouting at everybody, and stay away from the law. The only laws I really sort of break are speed limits from time to time, but nothing out of the ordinary. What's going on, sir? And speaking of the law, what's he hovering around for? Oh yeah, he just doesn't want to jaywalk. So anyway, so I find this guy's channel and he's put out an appeal on my behalf. I didn't even ask him to do that, he just like did it. Said, hey look, there's this guy called Cockney Biker, he's got a decent channel, nothing fantastic, but you know what, help him out. And so he puts my link and everything like that in his description, and you know what, I was so appreciative of that. I mean, I never expected that to be the case. So I really kind of want to dedicate a couple of minutes of this vlog to you, Uncle Red Devil, and like him with the sincerest appreciation for like your efforts on my behalf. You didn't have to do that, but you know what, it's absolutely blinding that you did. I really do feel like part of the family on that one there, so thank you so much. Now, along with other sort of shouts out like that, I do want to sort of give a few recognitions to a couple of friends of the channel, a couple of people who regularly come on the channel and leave a really nice comment. I want to say hello to Pixie Harsh, I want to say hello to Pat Murphy, I want to say hello to Donnie Graham. Obviously, you know, Lake Geneva and Strongbow and all that, you'll get a shout out as well, but like that, you know, there's always these people like who regularly come onto the channel every time I upload something and say something really nice, and it makes my day, and I just want to make their day. I want to make their day. I can't speak now. God bloody hell, English is like it's my fifth language. Yeah, they make my day, so I want to make your day by saying hello to you all and giving out my sincere appreciations. Anyway, other things is oh, let's see now. Yeah, I mean, subscriptions, like I said, I'm up to 600 subscribers on this channel, which is awesome, it's fantastic. And, you know, if you're new to this channel, and, you know, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscription, you know, say hello, I do reply unless you're trolling. Oh, that brings me to someone from, like, a couple of weeks ago. This arsehole's on the channel trolling on me teaching Shaylin how to ride a motorcycle. He's up and down everybody's like comments telling them that like you're an idiot for listening to this geezer talk about like, you know, teaching his kids to ride. He wrote a huge novel about you know, about like, oh, the proper way to do it, and just basically called me an idiot. So, you know, I don't mind criticism, but if you sit there and you start slagging me off and you start upsetting my subscribers, delete, block, I could do that all day. Doesn't take much effort. So, you know, other things that's going on. Shay's doing great. She's loving her bike. She's like pottering to and from school, and you know, having great fun. We're taking her out for rides, and you've seen a couple of videos of us going out having a few laughs. So she's enjoying that. I'm enjoying being with her and all that. So Dawn's not riding as much as like earlier on, but then, you know, she's not exactly in love with that Switchback anymore. Rattles too much, makes too many noises, and is just basically too clunky for her liking. She's got her eye on an Indian, even though I've got my eye on like a really nice Road Glide Ultra. You know, she's fancying an Indian. She took one out for a test ride. This was last year, almost the summer of last year, and thought, well, yeah, if I want to get the next bike, this is going to be it. Now, Harley Davidson are going to have to work pretty hard to be able to match how comfortable she was on that bike, and I'm pretty sure they're up to the challenge. But, you know, maybe with like the comfort and the prestige and all that, but maybe not so much with the price. We're not rich, and even less so that YouTube's going to demonetize the channel come in a few days' time. Like I said, it wasn't worth much. It's just worth a gallon or two of gas and a lunch. Maybe a couple of beers or some odds and ends. But, you know, I'm sort of sad that like Shaylin isn't going to get a real chance to understand, like, hey, look, you know, if you put yourself out there and you make yourself all nice and popular, you might earn a couple of shekels as a result of it. Yeah, I'll go this way. I'd had a couple of people ask me about the background music that I use on my videos. Actually, I was quite surprised about that. It's not like I ever consider myself to be any kind of like musician or artist. I can smack away at a guitar and I can hammer away at some keyboards, make a few nice noises and sort of make it sound like a tune. But like I said, had a couple of requests about that, or a couple of questions, and so I opened up a SoundCloud account. So all of my background music that I make myself, now I do this to avoid any copyright infringements by knocking off anybody else's tracks or their musics. Now, like I said, it's not anything spectacular or anything like that, but go to SoundCloud, go to the Cockney Biker on SoundCloud. All of my tracks and music is on there. So if you're interested and you want to hear something that I come up with, like I said, some of the tracks are of my own making. Some of them are kind of rip-off slash adaptations of like music scores from movies that I enjoyed and the likes. Like I said, nothing fantastic, but you know, if you enjoy it, go for it. Have a listen. If you like it, leave a comment. Tell me you like it or whatever particular tune. I mean, all my sounds on SoundCloud are like free for anyone to use if they fancy having a background track, and I do mean free to use. You know, it's just me messing about with keyboards and using FL Studio on my computer. And it's not much for a music studio, but I don't know, you might enjoy playing about with it. But that also leads me to a warning to any of you new YouTubers who want to get out there and sort of make yourselves known. When you first bang out a video or two, you get a comment from some guy says, oh, I love your video, great video. You want some music? I'll give you some music for free. And what they do is, there's a bit of a scam. What they do is, you go to their YouTube channel, you download their music, you put it on yours, and then like a few months later, they hit you with a copyright infringement and take all your earnings from YouTube. So be careful of people like that. So when I say that my music is free to use however you want to use it, then by all means go ahead. I'm not going to go hunting you down and ripping you off like that.
One eternity later.
Alright, that's my shot being done. Go on, it's your turn, then it's mine. And we're waiting at the lights. Oh, what's going on here? Hang on a second. What's going on here? Someone's had a smack. You've lost your front end. Hello, rider. Yeah, I'd always been going on about like you know, fender benders like that. It happens all the time in this state. See, nobody knows how to use their signals. And so what happens is, if you don't trust that the car's going to give you adequate warning or ask your permission to, like, you know, squeeze into a space between you and the car in front of you, what most people do is they sort of get within like just a couple of feet of the car in front of them. They get a brake check and bash straight into the back. That's why I keep saying, always use your signals. Because there's nothing flashy or nothing showy offy or nothing that describes you as anything in the way of a decent human being if you don't use your indicators, if you don't give people a sort of advanced warning as to what you're planning on doing, or at least ask permission, can I get into that little space there please? Now when people do take the time and trouble to ask for permission, I grant it each and every time. On the bike, on the Jeep, anything. But if they don't, then obviously I'm tempted just to creep up to the car in front of me, not give them any space whatsoever. Now that puts me in danger of smacking into the back of their motor if they slam on their anchors at the red lights or decide they're going to try and brake check me. So I do keep like a close watch on what goes on the road. I stay away from clusters of traffic for that very reason. Anyway, in other news, Harley Davidson have recalled a whole ton of their earlier motorcycles. There's an issue with the brakes where you need to get your brake fluid changed or checked every couple of years. If you don't, you're in more danger of like losing your brakes than you would under normal circumstances. And this is like affecting models, as it was like early 2000s to 2011. It's a voluntary recall, so basically, you know, you go, if you want to do it, you can. Take your bike down to a dealership, they'll change your fluids for you and then give you brakes to check, make sure that everything's okay. Now it does open up the debate a little bit as far as I'm concerned about, like, you know, safety and other features regarding motorcycle brands. You know, Harley Davidson, they've had to recall a few bikes between, well, in recent years. Remember that Street 750 that I bought from them? Dawn was riding it for several months. Well, Revzilla did a review on that bike, and as much fun and as much they loved the bike, they were really disgusted with the brakes. Even I had to take the Street 750 back to the dealership and say to them, something's wrong with its brakes. I mean, when you can crunch the brake lever right down to the grip and not feel hardly any effects, then you've got a problem and that needs to be sorted out. Didn't keep that bike too long, I was only out for a year. Now my normal advice is, whatever you do, don't buy a new motorcycle when it's like in its first production, when it's been first invented and like they've got to work out some bugs. You know, don't risk it. But it seems to be the case that like any bike really, or any vehicle, unless they've been going for absolute bloody donkey's years, then you're always going to get recalled and issue one type or another. Here we go, one brake check away from smacking into the back of another motor, just like I'm describing. What else have I got to talk about, get off my chest or ramble on about? Harley Davidson are sort of like edging their bets on the future, so they've come up with like electric bikes, the live wire and all that, as well as like various other companies. They're sort of saying, yeah, here's the future, electric. And I'm kind of scared about that because I do love the potato noise of my bike, and Shay loves the vroom vroom noises. You know, to be able to sit there at the traffic lights and not be able to rev an engine, to be silent. You know, I'm not a huge believer in loud pipes saving lives, but I do know that they don't exactly cost you lives if you've got a really loud motorcycle and you're in a cluster of traffic. I know you'll have a nice torquey engine because you know, the direct connection between like the motor and the wheel, but the range will be crap until they get the batteries down. You know, what's good to bike when you're going to do like, you know, 75 miles on it. Which brings me to another sort of regular complaint now from Harley Davidsons, for Harley Davidsons. You know, their new bikes are fantastic and like, they've got a great engine, like the Dyners, you know, the new Bobs and the Lowriders and the new Sports Glides. Even the breakout looks fantastic, but have you noticed their tanks are smaller? You know, what really is any good of a motorcycle if he can't take it for like a 200-mile run and then fill up? Pretty much why I'm going to stick with this bike. It's a 2015 Street Bob and I love it. She's been staged, so she's got plenty of oomph. She looks gorgeous. Even now people do double takes on her. I suppose about getting into it lane. If you have the means, or you have the ability to pick up one of these bikes, you know, like up to a 2016, I really recommend it, especially if you get it staged. Yes, they're 103 engines and not like 107s, but you know what? Speed limit is the same wherever you go, no matter how fast it takes you to get there. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to ramble on about today. I really do appreciate you taking the time and trouble to tune into my channel. If you're new to the channel and you like what we do, you know, hit the subscribe button, it's just down there. Otherwise, you know, there's some more videos over there that you can check out. Have a good one, everybody. You take care of yourselves and you ride safe. Laters!